Hi everyone, I'm Dave, and this is the iPhone 12 1 year later. Coming up in this video, I'm going to be going over battery life, durability and performance. But first, I'm going to answer some of the most common questions that I've received on my long-term review video. And they are, what is the battery life like? Has there been any peeling, chip or bubbling around the camera housing? What colour should you get? Should you wait for the iPhone 13? Depending on when you're watching this video, I definitely think you should wait for the iPhone 13 to at least see what features it's got, what price it will be, and if the iPhone 12 will come down in price. If the iPhone 13 is already out, then you know the answer. And as far as what colour you should get, you should go for black. That's what I chose. It's the best. As far as battery life goes, I haven't really noticed a significant drop since my long-term review video, with an average screen on time of about 3 hours and 50 minutes, and my most used apps being Instagram, YouTube, Safari and Messages. According to the stats of the phone, I pick it up around 70 times a day on average. So with this in mind, if the phone is fully charged in the morning, I tend to finish the day with about 50% battery life remaining. As far as the maximum capacity goes for the battery health, it's actually dropped to 94%. So the 6% drop in 1 year. I don't know whether this is a normal figure for the first year, or whether it's because I've been using the fast chargers with wireless and plugged in. As a comparison, I checked my wife's iPhone 7 Plus, which she's had for around 5 years, and the battery health says 80%. So over the 5 years, this gives an average of 4% drop per year. So for the iPhone 12, it'll be very interesting to see how well this battery health does over the longer term. Quite a few people asked me about the camera housing and whether there's any sort of peeling, chipping or bubbling. And I've got to admit, it's not something I'd seen before. So after a bit of research, I was surprised to find a lot of people were experiencing paint loss around the camera area. Some people were even saying the paint is bubbling up and peeling off. And most of these people even said they've been using the official Apple case. I've been using a super cheap case ever since day one, and I've got to say I haven't experienced this at all. As you can see here, it still looks completely brand new to me. This brings me on to screen micro scratches. I remember when the iPhone 11 came out, there were loads of reports and videos about micro scratches appearing on the screen. This worried me when I bought the iPhone 12, so I immediately bought a screen protector. But as I'm super lazy, I just didn't bother putting it on. I've been using the phone without any sort of screen protection for the whole year, and even though it's been going in and out of my pockets multiple times a day, thankfully there has been no signs of any sort of micro scratches. As you can see here, it still looks like brand new. Moving on to the performance of the phone, I can honestly say it's still exactly the same. Everything is super snappy and I haven't experienced any sort of app slowdown. There's been the odd crash. I've probably had to reset the phone maybe twice or something, but I would say it's still performing just as good as when I first received it. The quality of the cameras have been great. Even though I have a really good mirrorless camera, most of the photos and videos I've been taking have been with the iPhone 12. It's just so easy recording a high quality video or taking a quick snapshot of something you probably would have missed if you had to get a big camera out of a bag or something. I was even toying recording these YouTube videos with the iPhone 12. I'm recording this section on the iPhone 12 on its front facing camera, so it's not even the best one. So let me know what you think of the quality below. Would you watch YouTube videos like this? In my long-term review video, I praised the design of the iPhone 12 as it reminded me of the iPhone 4S. This is still true, and I prefer to use it without a case on. I find the cases change the shape and feel of the way the designers had intended it to be. But to give the phone some sort of protection, I have been using this really cheap case for the last year, and I've got to say I'm pretty impressed with the overall durability of the phone. A bit like the screen, I'm not seeing any sort of micro scratches or scuffs anywhere, and it still looks like the day it arrived. Although I do look after my phones, I have dropped it a couple of times, and I was really relieved to see there was no damage at all. Should you buy the iPhone 12? Yeah, I think you should. If you're after a really good phone that will last a long time, then definitely. You should know the details of the iPhone 13 by now. Either the iPhone 12 price is going to drop, or the features of the new ones will be so good, then you'll just go for that anyway. If you enjoyed this video, then why not check this one out next?